Take me high, smooth as sea, coastal breeze, fly with me. Take me high, the island's near, feel the love in the air. Take me high, smooth as sea, coastal breeze, fly with me. Take me high, the island's near, feel the love. Palms are swaying, blue sky, wonders found while we fly. Oceans calling my name, life is more than a game. Palms are swaying, blue sky, wonders found while we fly. Oceans calling my name, life is more than a game. Board the plane, it's summertime, sun is shining, it's bright. Breeze, the sky is cool and calm. Take a trip, it's not long. Oh, the vibe so mellow. Airwaves sing like cello. Sandy beaches we find. Coastal airways, oh my. Take me high, smooth as sea. Coastal breeze, fly with me. Take me high, the island's near, feel the love in the air. Arms are swaying, blue sky, wonders found while we fly. Oceans calling my name, life is more than a game. Soaring high, wings of steel, under stars it's surreal. Dreams are real in the sky, coastal airways fly by. Reggae beats in my ears, miles away, no more fears. Lay back, count all the stars, flying free, no more bars. Take me high, smooth as sea, coastal breeze, fly with me. Take me high, the island's near, feel the love in the air. Take me high, smooth as sea, coastal breeze, fly with me. Take me high, the island's near, feel the love. Palms are swaying, blue sky, wonders found while we fly. Oceans calling my name, life is more than a game. Palms are swaying, blue sky, wonders found while we fly. Oceans calling my name, life is more than a game. Board the plane, it's summertime, sun is shining, it's bright. Breeze, the sky is cool and calm. Take a trip, it's not long. Oh, the vibe so mellow. Airwaves sing like cello. Sandy beaches we fly. Coastal airways, oh.
Yeah, maybe that'll work. What's going on, folks? What in is going on? Steve, John, how are you? Welcome aboard to the FSBN channel. My name is Jason, and, well, we're flipping the script today. It was supposed to have been another little albatross, but we're changing it today. We're going to fly the 727 and FS24 over to Atlanta, one of our newest proving routes for this airplane, the cargo run. Really, we need to make money. We just ordered eight 737-600s, and there was about 8 of them in, I think there was 7 of them in Africa that weren't scrapped yet. We picked them up for relatively cheap, and the company is delivering it to us within the next 3 or 4 months or so. So we've got to pay for those, and how we do that is by this. Pops, how are you? Welcome aboard, everybody. Hopefully you had a good week. Before we start, I just want to say, my thoughts and prayers go out to all the family and friends who were affected on the 787 crash yesterday. I watched the video probably 20 times or so. I have theories. We all do. We can get into those, but everything is just speculation, right? We don't have fact. The only fact that we know is it lost lift. Didn't have enough lift to generate, and there's just a bunch of factors why that was, but we could talk about that a little bit. But we've got some weather pretty much the entire route, folks. It's going to be pretty crappy out there, and flying it into Chicago the other day, the ILS wasn't working, so we got to make sure that that's going to work today. Kind of crappy, but we'll figure it out. Shelton, how are you? Condolences to those that were lost. Yes, I agree. Chris, you got the day off, so that's good. I think that's always a good thing where you're like, yeah, well, kind of, right? You're like, I'm not getting any flight pay, or anyway, yes. Welcome to the 727, a 1960s, something early 60s. I love this airplane. It's super fun to fly. And we're going to get into this. So we are doing night ops today. We got about 30 minutes to get out of here. We're pushed back here is about midnight. Local right now, it is 11:30. So we won't get into Miami until I think it calls for like 6 o'clock or something like that in the morning. Well, actually, it's like 2 or 3 in the morning or something we get back into Miami. So this is one of the runs. We're doing 5 different runs on this aircraft, so 5 different legs, and one of them is going to go up to Louisville, then we'll go to Dallas, and then over to Miami. That's going to be a fun one. This one is Miami up to Chicago, to Atlanta, back to Miami, and then we have a northeast run as well. We're going to go Miami, and I think we go to Louisville, and then we go over to Philly, then Boston, and back down. So pretty cool. I'm gonna get our. I wonder if you know what? I want to wait on that. I'm gonna call my FE, but I'm just gonna wait for that. Before we start, Mike says 727 Antique, hope the tubes have been checked in the radio. Yeah, exactly right. Ice. All right. Why the Penguins are so awkward at parties? Because they can't break the ice. That's pretty good. I like it. That was a pretty good one. By the way, I ordered some shirts. Right? I ordered, if you go to, for new apparel, by the way, fsbnshop.com. Pretty simple. I got these shirts, and there's a few shirts that I've ordered. This is one of them, and it's got the Coastal Airways logo in the front, and on the back it is super rad. I love this. They did a really good job. And what I like about this shirt, you guys, like sometimes the print they painted on, that is not painted on. This is a decal. So these, and look at how big. Look at the airplane on that thing. That thing is huge. It's one of the coolest shirts. I think it's awesome. I think this shirt it's really soft. I love it. So I'm really super happy with the quality. The vendor, really good. I'll be wearing this when I fly into Providence coming up for the expo. I'll be rocking that and repping that shirt on the airplane. So take a look at it, fsbnshop.com. There's a whole bunch of shirts I just ordered myself. Matter of fact, Father's Day, I was like, I'm going to get me a ton of these things. And so that's what I did. All right, before we get started, I just want to do a couple things. Just want to make sure all the flight controls work. This is 24, so I just want to make sure everything's going to work. I had issues with it. And let's call up, let's get our fuel over. We're going to have a lot of gas today. We're putting on 36.4 on the fuel. That's 36,000 pounds of fuel. So I'm going to call the fueler right now, and I'm going to go ahead and say, hey, come on out. Maybe. Oh, yeah, right there. So let's call the fueler up and request refueling. And so we're going to go ahead and check that out. That's so bad. Yeah. Are you talking about how good the shirt is? The shirt's good. I love it. And I'm making an MD-80 shirt. Matter of fact, there is an MD-80 shirt, and I'll be making one for hockey coming up. Shelton says, will the opening ceremony be live streamed again? Are we talking about the in FS Expo? I think it will be. If I'm not mistaken, there's going to be on Friday. There's going to be some, vendors that are coming on. Did I call the fuel truck, guys? I don't know if I did. Excuse me. Fuel truck's on its way. Okay, so the fuel truck's on its way. What we're going to do is plow down over here. I don't know why my yoke is shaking. It's weird. The stick shaker's not on. It's another 24ism. We have the GTN NXI that we're using. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and pre-flight. Now, I'm going to pull down all of our data in from SimBrief. That's how much we're putting in, 12.5, 12, and 12.3. I want a little bit more in the center. I said 12.4, so that's perfect. And I'm going to click this button right here. We should have the fuel truck hooked up to the airplane. Yes, it is. All right, let's get that going. And I'm going to hit this right there, and that's going to start pumping gas into the airplane. So here's the FE panel. Now, a fun thing about the FE panel is I'm going to let the FE actually do this, but I'm not going to do it right now. I'll let them work their own panel. I'm just going to verify that it's done. And we are on ground power, so I will go up and work our panel and all that good stuff, and then he'll work his own. All right, so that's kind of what we're going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and brighten these up just a little bit more. Get these things going. All right, on the overhead panel for us, let's just make sure everything is capped. It is. And I'm going to call for GSX to have them come out and get this, okay. I can't see it. There it goes. All right, we'll check those. We're going to check the inboards, and we'll go ahead and throw that off. That is the anti-skid. We actually don't want to turn those on until we're done. All right, let me go ahead and call GSX again. And I'm going to say, all right, come out and get this bad boy done in terms of boarding. Now, it says GSX disabled, so I'm going to go ahead and enable it. Okay, and I'm going to say, all right, request boarding. I want to get, no, we don't want to push back tug yet. Do a note, we're on the airplane. We've been on the airplane. We just pulled in about, I don't know, 20 minutes ago. So it's just about a 45-minute turn to about 50-minute turn. And here we go. We're going to be loading the cargo up. We got a full boat today, pretty much, with boxes and cargo and all that stuff. And we're probably going to be making good money on this run. All right, back to the drawing board from up top here. Auto brakes, we're going to go throw RTO on. I'm going to go ahead and test this. Good, that's our cargo fire. Just want to make sure it's good to go. Compass, it is slaved. Really hard to see with these lights in front of my face. Stall warning, we'll check those. Good. All right. And the light. Good. That is off. Flip that off. Good here. That's good. We'll test this. There it goes. That's good. No smoking's on. Fasten seatbelts on. It's just us today, so we don't have to worry about it. We don't have any jump seaters or anything like that. I gotta shut this light off. It's in my face. And this light is super bright, so I'm gonna have to turn this thing down. And it's coming down. Turn it down. How about coming down? Dang. All right, let me go ahead and get that. Fix this thing. I guess. Ow. Man, I stand up and I'm hooked up. Don't fall on me, light. Jeez. All right, let's try that. Let's see if that works. That's better, I can see. All right, that's good. That's good. And he'll test all this when we run through his pre-flight. But when he runs through his pre-flight, he's going to turn on the APU. I don't want to throw the APU on just yet, just because it burns fuel. I don't want to burn fuel right now. So logo light I'll throw on. We're pretty much good up on top. Let's get this airplane programmed. Chicago is online, so we are... I don't know how this is going to go. I mean, to be honest with you, we've got a GPS in here, so I'm just going to hit OK, and oh, I forgot. I know what I forgot to do. That's all right. Okay, ACARS is up, and what we'll do is I'm going to...
System test OK.
We have TAWS in this airplane. I'm going to go ahead and dump in the flight plan into the system, and I don't know if it's going to work. Didn't work the other day when I tried it. I want to edit. Let me get to your comments. Hope the fuel sucking is driving around the airport like the old days. It is. It's driving around. All right, what I'm going to do here is I already generated a flight. I'm going to try to go and click View, and I'm going to import the route. Now, it might dump it in here, and it might not. And if it didn't, it didn't. Okay. So I'll just hit back. It didn't dump it in. So what I'm going to have to do is we're going to do this manually, which sucks. All right. So I need you guys to be there with me to do this, to get this done. Let's see what the ACARS had to say. ACARS is right here. It says call sign. Oh, shoot. You know what I just forgot? My own ACARS. Let me pull it up. We've got to get money here. So they charge us the uplift on fuel, just like the real life. So we got to make sure we've got that on and ready to go. That's number 2. We're going to Atlanta. Okay, I'm going to start the flight. Let's see what happens. Good, it started. All right, we've got route. I'm just going to verify my route's good to go. We've got Darcy, Dregs, Dawn, whatever, BWG, Bazoo, RMG, Dallas, and then Atlanta. Altitude 330. I've got that set. We're going to squawk 5624. That's our squawk code. 5624. We'll have to throw that in there right now. 5624. And one thing I want to do while I'm thinking about it is the radio panel that our dude... I want to make sure that's on and that is on, because that could throw it off if I don't do that. All right, I'm going to call Mr. Man. Are we done? Are we getting the airplane ready to go here? I'm going to head and click load. Cargo 30.2. I've got 38.2 on cargo. I don't know why it's super low, but it actually should be 38.2. According to my paperwork here, and I'm going to click play, and it's going to start commanding that, and then I'm also going to say, all right, pre-flight checks now. So this is our FE. I just sent him the command to get the aircraft ready to rock and roll. You can see we're starting to get everything's moving. We'll get all the stuff boarded and all that jazz. Let me get to your comments. Mike says, 2024 just tweaked my 2020. Wow. Hasn't looked any better. Auto FPS, etc. Yeah, there goes the APU. I told you he's going to kick that APU on me. All right, let's do this. Yay. This is fun. Oh, I hate this thing. All right, let's go to flight plans. We're going to go Chicago, and we're going to do this. Right now, Chicago weather. Let me write the weather down and get it all done. Airport, Chicago, weather. All right. Weather right now in ORD, it's 070 at 7 knots. Visibility is reporting 5 miles and mist. And looking like overcast at 5,000 feet. And we've got temperatures 28, dew point 18, altimeter is pushing 29 or 9 or 7. They are taking off. Go to the ATIS. It's marginal right now. They're taking off 9s. Yikes. 9 center, 10 left, 10 right, 10 center. Departure. So let me see what runway is going to work for us the best. We are on the south side. I'll take 10 center or 10 center. That gives us 10,000 feet. So I want 10 center. I'm going to shoot for that. We don't want 10 right. That's only 7,500 feet, and we're going to be pretty heavy today. So let's try not to get that done. Thomas, what's going on? It says beautiful here in Chicago this evening. Yeah, it's marginal via IMC, right? Marginal VFR. We've got 7 miles in visibility. Looks like. All right, so click Chicago here. We're going to go ahead and throw that open. We're going to go ahead and click load procedure. We're departure, and our departure, I don't think we have one. I don't think there is one. I think there's just that one SID, Chicago 8 departure, really. Departure is, isn't it just a turn? Initial climbs is expect vectors. Yeah, I'm thinking midway is that one climb. On runway 10, takeoff minimums, we got that. Top altitude 5,000. Routing all aircraft cross D5D, or distance 5.5 DME arc, GCO at or above 3,000. Cross DME 8.5 arc, GCO at or above 4,000. Maintain 5,000 or assigned. Okay. So I'm going to throw that in there as well. I want to make sure we get this tuned. 108.25. We're not going to set a, we're not going to set a departure procedure because there is none. So I'm just going to go ahead and go, okay, we're back there. I'm going to click departure or D. Right, I didn't do anything. Cancel it. All right, so we're just going to really basically go to our first waypoint because the weather, you don't have to add a runway or anything like that. So let me look at our flight plan. And our first waypoint's Dent. So I'm going to flip it back here. We're going to click add waypoint, and we're going to go D-E-N. Dent right there. D-E-N-N-T checked. Add another waypoint, Darcy. D-A-R. C-Y. Darcy's right there. Good. We're going to add another point called Dregs. D-R-E. Dregs right there. D-R-E-G-S. Checked. And then we're going to go to another waypoint, Donv. D-O-N-V-E. D-O-N. There's it. Donv. Okay. BWG is our next waypoint. Yes, this sucks that I have to do this automatically. A lot of room for error here. Bowling Green, VOR, Bazoo, B-A-Z, B-A-Z-O-O. I've got to get an arrival into there. I'm surprised they didn't give me an arrival. There's Bazoo. To RMG, RMG, enter, Rome, VOR. And then it's Dallas. But I want to stop right there. So I'm going to add a waypoint, D-A-L, Dallas. Okay, I'm going to hold, and I'm going to look at the weather in Atlanta, just to see what it's doing. Atlanta's reporting the following. It's 210 at 4 knots. They are doing, runways they're using. They're using 26s, 27s, and for us, we're going to be parking on the south side. In Atlanta, kind of this, wait a minute, I think that's where we're going. Give me a second, let me just verify. We haven't been in Atlanta yet, folks. So this proving flight in Atlanta is just, we're still trying to figure out where we're going. I think it's on the south side, if I am not mistaken. FedEx is up to the north. It's going to be a UPS ramp somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. Delta maintenance, don't want to go there. FBO, no. North Cargo, no. I don't know. Are we on the south side of Atlanta? You got anybody know where UPS is? I think they're on the south side. I can't remember very well where UPS goes in Atlanta. We'll figure that out. But anyway, I'm probably going to want to shoot the 2.8s, 2.7s, I think. So we'll figure it out, but I think it's going to be the Atlanta arrival. Chipper 1. I don't know why I didn't flipping book that. I should have, because it would have been easier for me. From Rome VOR. That's to the south. That's to the south. No. I'm trying to look for an arrival to the north here. Gosh, they didn't even put me up there, did they? Aussie 1? No. Nope. And what I'm doing, folks, I'm just trying to figure. I mean, we're going to go with what we got for now, and then I'm going to click one more. I'm going to go back. Shoot. Screw that up here. And give me down here. And then add a waypoint, and it's going to be Atlanta. Kilo ATL. Sweet. All right, we're going to click enter. I don't know yet. I don't know anything else, just that. One thing I need to do is I want to add that O'Hare 108250. I'm going to add that right here. 108250, just to see if it works. And it might not work on the ground, but it should. 250 flip. All right, 108250. Everybody's with me. I'm going to go ahead and flip this. Make sure it's on nav. I got nothing. Yeah. Well, it's showing 2 miles, so I don't know. Maybe it's good. We're still loading. All right, let me get to your comments now. Atlanta's home of Coke. Yes, beautifully here in Chicago. Got that. Pepsi. All right. Pepsi and Coke, the whole 9 yards. All right, good stuff. I think this dump thing is programmed. We're going to go to 5,000 feet now on my altitude, because that's probably what they're going to give us. So we'll set 5,000 feet. I'll guess with you. All right, I got 3002 on the, nope, how about 29907 is what I see today. 29907 on the Barrow. 299er 5 6 7 29907. set. Okay, how are we doing outside? Looks like we're still loading the last of these packages in the belly. Looks like we're done and disconnected and ready to go with the closing of the doors. So I'll get the doors closed, we'll run our checklists, and I will do a sweep over the FE's side of the house just to make sure we're good. And while I'm here, I'm going to check the fuel. We have got 12,000 there. We've got 12,000 there. We've got 10, 11, about 12,000 there as well. So we're good. Sounds like the door's coming down. I can hear it. We'll go ahead and shut this door. Nope. And we'll run our checklist and be the heck out of here. I think I got a quick one right there. Okay, once that closes, I don't know if I can grab the door from the outside. If we can't, that's no big deal. We'll get it on the other, we'll get it on the other side. Okay, down here, throw this open. And we are boarded. Looking good. Zero fuel weight is 131. Fuel is 36 and gross is 168. Let's just verify that. With my paperwork, I've got gross or takeoff weight of 159. So this is 168. That's almost 10,000 higher than anticipated. I don't know why. I'll figure that out. Now looking at a takeoff weight of approximately 168. Max is 209. So we're fine. Okay, all that's good to go. We're on the APU right now. I'm going to go ahead and get the ground power and get this door closed. We'll get the ground power closed. Let's just make sure we're on APU because I do not want to lose our power source. Yeah, you see this APU light right there on the FE panel? That's good, and we've got EGT. So all that's good. Let's go ahead and remove ground power, and then we're going to go to the pre-flight and takeoff tab, and the runway, well, the ICAO is going to be Kilo ORD, and runway is going to be, what do we say, 10, I thought it was a 10 right? No, 10 center. 10 center if we can get it. I'd like that. 10 center. Gosh, where is it? Why am I not seeing it? You guys see it in here? There's a 10 right, another 10 right, a 10 right, there's a 10 center here, maybe. 12,900, and no, that's not right. So let's try another 10 left. How many are there? That's the one right there. That's a problem. That's a bug. We got to tell them it's bugged. It's bugged. 3002. Did it just change on us? Okay. I'll go ahead and reset it. Flap's going to be 15 today. We got runway 192.6. That's runway MTOW, and we're looking at 2.01 of the EPR. We'll set the trim, and we'll set that. I'll set our V speeds. 140 straight across the board, guys. All right. Let's run our checklist and be done. Nope. Yep. All right, here we go. Before start check, fuel boost pumps, we should have one on. Okay, I'm just going to throw on the aft one. That should be on. Okay, system B hydraulics, one on. And we've got it right here, checked. Window heat is... Can't see. Coming on right now. There is another button somewhere. I just can't see it very well. Okay, those are overheats. That's a light. There's L1, R1. That is on. Window heat is good to go. The L2. That's an overheat. There we go. All right, we're good. Okay, so that's done. Pack switches, back to the FE panel. Pack switches both off. I'll let him deal with that. But your packs are right here. Can't see it, but it's right here, and they both are off. Doors are closed. Yes, sir. Pressurization. Oh, we got to set the pressurization panel. I always forget that dang thing. All right, we're going 30. What do we climb it to? 33,000. So it's set there, and I'll show you kind of how to gauge this dumb thing. So this is an old school analog. 33,000. We're going to land. Our landing altitude today is going to be 10.6. So we're looking at 1,000, just basically 1,000. 1,060, 26, doesn't matter. We'll just say it right there. Perfect. And then we're going to climb up to 330, so we're going to go up to 330 right here. 4.8 is what we need on the cabin altitude, so we're going to go ahead and go 4.8. Gosh, that should go this way. Yep, 4.8 right there. That's set, and then I'm going to throw and decrease the rate all the way down to decrease. There we go. And then we're going to keep that. That valve's good. This is an auto. We're in ground. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? It's just so much going on with this airplane. Okay, auto brakes on RPTO. Takeoff trim is set before start checklist is complete. Chris says UPS parks north and south complex. Both of them? I think he did a full motion 737 thing for flight chops. Yes, I did. I sure did. I've been to the Delta Museum and I loved it. It was super fun. All right, guys, hold on. Did I do the takeoff? All right, I did the takeoff tab. And oh yeah, I got to summon my FE now. Come on, dude. Give me a before start check, please. All right, he's going to get going. He's going to shut our doors. Yeah, I want to request push and start here. We're going to need that. Beacon is on. Look at this bad boy, huh? Look at that. Look at the exhaust coming out of the wing. You know, it's 30 degrees when the doors close. It can go up to 30 degrees, more than ambient in there, just because it gets so hot with the APU. That's crazy. That is nuts. All right, let's tune Chicago just to make sure it's working. So Chicago, and yes, the lights are coming off. All right, I'm going to go ahead and throw the lights off. You don't need those on. I don't need my centers on. Really, dude?
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Okay, thank you. Chicago Center, there's 100 of them. All right, there's one right there. The Chicago Center's on. ATIS is on. Just trying to get who is on. Chicago Center, 134.85. Wait, 134.875. 134.875. 134.875. 875. 134. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Got Jet 427, we're back.
Jet 427, roger, thanks.
Chicago Center, United 2095, 370.
Shouldn't he have done this before? I don't know. Guess what I'm doing, guys? I'm checking this.
Checking in, Sagan.
United 2895, 370.
On.
At 2095, Chicago Center, easy.
Okay, I need to go and change my voice, not my voice, but my audio settings to microphone, and there, click apply, click OK. I want to go nose to, what do we want to do here, you guys? We want to go north-ish, so maybe I want to go that way. Nope. Let's see here. That's to the right. Yeah, I'm like right in the middle of this thing. So
2662,
we could go left or right. Doesn't matter.
Why don't
we swing the nose right?
2660, roger. Clear Derek Luke.
I don't know.
Maintain
All right.
290 normal speed.
We'll swing the nose left. I'm sorry.
290 normal speed, direct Luke. You stop with 2660.
All right, here we go. You guys ready?
76, I didn't give it to you before. Maintain 300 knots. Expect 10 center.
All right, give me a time check.
300 knots and 107.
It is right on the money, you
Number
guys.
6 Bravo,
That's
Quebec,
pretty
clear
good.
directly Juliet VOR. That's Juliet Oscar Tango. Then
Okay, brakes off.
Airport.
Release parking brakes, please.
The park brake is released, bro.
Clear direct Juliet Oscar Tango, then clear direct Super 8 Airport.
Okay, it's yours.
All engines clear. Start at will.
All right. On TARA. Right, Denning. All right, we're out, guys, at... gotta get the fuel. What do we have in the center tank? 12.4.
And who's calling for taxi, sir? I couldn't understand the call sign.
246 123.
That was unreadable. I can't understand it. I'm sorry.
41 at Midway.
All right, guys, we're going to start number 1 first.
3112.
Then we're going to start number 3, and then we'll cross to number 2. We're going to do a 3-engine taxi on this bad boy. Just making sure I'm not blocking anybody in. All right, well, you guys ready to go? Here, way up on top, we're going to flyer number 1.
Taxi via
Flyer number 1,
runway
number
31
1
right, runway 31
coming
left.
to ground. All right, when we get some movement, I'm going to open this window. So you guys might hear those JT8s cracking.
United 1976, descend to maintain 7,000.
Once we get to 20,
maintain 250.
fuel's coming on. Number 1, here we go.
250 on the speed, United 1976.
Got a light. EGT's coming up. Got to watch these engines. They could cook quick. Got a good start. N1's on the rise. We got fuel flow. And our oil filter lights off. Looking good. I'll open this window so you guys can hear it. Okay, parking brake is coming set. Sorry. I think the sound's off. You open that window, that works. All right, I'm going to fire number 3 now. I'm going to close that valve, open that valve, ground. Once it gets to 20, which it is about right now, let's go ahead and kick it on. Number 3 coming up. Bang, there goes 3.
Southwest 3963, contact Cleveland Center 119.87.
ORD departing 9 center, intersection Fox, 10 left, Delta Delta. 9
American
center.
2121 left when able, turn right on
That's
Fox, left,
way up
go,
there.
Go cross runway 10 left into the ramp this
Or
frequency.
10 left. Gosh, I hope not, Chris. That's a long haul for me. All right, we're going to go upstairs. Shut down number 2. Start
right
number
on
2.
Left on Echo Echo,
There we
cross
go.
runway 10 left into the ramp.
We're going to start number 2. Yeah, I got the engines lighting. Why are those lights on? Oh my gosh.
Cleveland Center 119.87.
What are you doing?
Southwest 3112, I think I lost you. Where are you?
2's up. There's the light. EGT. N1. Fuel flow. Oil pressure's off. 3 good starts. All right, let's go on the overhead. Shut that down. Bang. Open. Gosh dang it. Open the continuous. All right, dimwit, let's do it right. After start check, please. And we'll do a checklist on my own. Flaps coming down 15 for us. We're going to do a flight control check. Rudder's coming in. Good. I'm going to do a heading. Sorry, I don't think my heading bug works very well on this. We're doing 10. So this is our course. Heading. Oh, it does work. Okay. So I want to go about 10 degrees on the heading. All right, I want to work the checklist. Generators. Let's just verify what he has done or not done. Generators are online. Prop heat, that's our side. That needs to come on. Propede's on for us.
Southwest 2094, fly the runway 4 right.
Anti-ice is off. Flight controls are free. Flaps. We got
Charlie up at
flaps 15. And we got a green light right there. Transponders on TARA. What the heck is this guy doing? This is after start. Why are you doing the... Anti-skid's off. Alright, you guys, I got a good taxi check. So...
Number 6 Bravo, come back.
Gosh.
Altimeter 2907.
Alright, taxi check, please. I got the taxi lights for us. I'm going to write this down. This is going to be a pretty quick taxi clearance. I know it. Give him a call. Chicago Center, Riptide 5903, taxi on the south side cargo ramp.
And what was the call sign 5903? I just don't know the 3-letter.
It would be Charlie Sierra Tango. It should say Riptide. It says Shoreline.
Riptide 5903, roger, just a second. Riptide 5903, runway 10 center, taxi via, let's do a uniform Foxtrot, and cross runway 10 center. And then, actually, disregard. Let's do 10 left, taxi the uniform, Foxtrot, cross runway 10 center, and then on the way to Papa Zulu.
All right, so we're going to go 10 center via uniform Fox. We'll cross 10 left, and then Papa Zulu.
Riptide 5903, that's all affirmative except I confused her at the beginning. It's runway 10 left.
Okay.
Taxi to uniform Foxtrot, cross 10 center, and then Papa.
All right, so we got 10 left. You got it. And then we'll cross 10 center.
Riptide 5903, affirm. Sorry about that.
You're good. Oh, you're good. All right, guys. So I'm going to look to see what we're doing. I'm going to show you really quick on the charts. Well, that ain't right. There's no K. So let's see, K-O-R-D right here. It's going to load those charts. I want to show you what I'm looking at so we both can be on the same page. Because this is a
Southwest 45,
big airport.
68, roger. Sorry for the delays. Let's see.
All right, so we're on the south side. We're going to go uniform. Then we got Foxtrot. What the? Okay, so uniform right here. Then we got Fox. We're going to cross this runway here on Foxtrot. We're going to cross 10 left. 10 center. That's crossing 10 center.
Southwest 2094, your choice.
On Fox. Then we're going to go Papa, which is down here. It's pretty simple. And then Zulu, and there's our runway right there. You guys good with that? All right, brakes are off. Let's go. Okay, I'm going to push 2 of them up, keep number 3 down. Let's see how she does.
Southwest 2662, mid altitude, maintain level 270 is the final.
Level 270 final, Southwest
Try and get this airplane rolling. Man, I'm probably going to need a little more boom. I'm going to need all 3 of them
2662, clear direct Brian.
to get us rolling.
Direct Brian for Southwest 2662.
And then I'm going to pull that center one back. And then run on those 2 engines. I'll taxi those 2 engines out.
Southwest 3451, if I didn't get it to you, sorry, radar contact 20 miles east of the Burlington VOR. Descend via the ND7 arrival, runway 4 right transition.
All right, so he's giving us uniform.
ND7 4 right 2998, Southwest 3451.
United 19.
Hey, Chris, how are you, bud? Good to see you.
Got a 4000 United 1976.
All right, so we're going to come up on S1 here, Sierra 1. Then we're going to go to uniform, uniform. How do you guys like this airplane? Is it... All right, I'm going to start slowing down. Do a brake check here. We've got to make...
Turn 10 degrees left, vector for traffic.
I think we need to make it.
10 degrees
No,
left.
not next. It's the
vector for
next
traffic,
one.
Delta 27.
Not this one. It's a right. It's going to be a right on uniform. So confusing here. You can see Sierra 1, Romeo,
United
Romeo.
2101, clear direct
It should be
Ryan,
uniform,
Delta Juliet
uniform. Right here. This is uniform, uniform. Okay. And then we're going to go Foxtrot. So we're going to go
United
Foxtrot,
2101, clear direct
which is
Ryan,
the
VOR,
next
Delta
left.
Juliet Bravo. Southwest 2662, cross Bryan at
It's a
maintain
Boeing,
level
I'm good.
230.
Yeah, I get it.
Brian at 230, Southwest 26.
All right, there's Foxtrot right there. Okay, brake tap. Good, it
United
works.
2101, Chicago.
All right, there's 10 center. We'll check our approach path before we cross. We'll actually oversteer a little bit on Fox. We'll cross this runway.
Yes, United 2101.
Okay, looking clear on the approach path.
United 2101, clear direct Dreyer, VOR, Delta Juliet Bravo.
Direct Dreyer, United 2101.
Crossing inactive. I'm throwing those landing lights on. We're cleared on your side. Okay, we're going to cross Fox. Well, we're crossing the runway now. We're going to go to Papa and then straight down. We're going to make a left on a Papa.
Southwest
then-
4568, the Midway 7 became the Midway 8 just yesterday for new runway numbers.
All right, there's Papa, you guys. So we'll make a left on a Papa. We're clear right. We're going to left on a pop.
Southwest 4560, it's not a big deal. Just the biggest thing was the runway formerly known as 31 center is now runway 31 right, but it's not a factor for us tonight. Midway 7's fine. So you ready for taxi?
That's going to be confusing for us, because that scenery is going to say the wrong scenery, you know. All right, so I'm on idle power. I'm not even. I don't even have the throttles up. Just letting the airplane, the engines do its thing.
United 1976, turn right heading 360, maintain 210 knots.
Okay, we'll shut your windows.
360210, United 1976.
We're going to shut my windows.
Chicago Center, American 318, information Bravo, West, Foxtrot, well, we're ready for taxi.
All right, we're going to take this all the way down until we get to
American
Zulu.
318.
We can't go no more.
American 318, runway 10 left at Delta.
Gavin,
Delta,
how are you,
taxi
buddy? Good
via
to see you.
November.
Welcome aboard.
10 left at Delta, Delta taxi via November, American 318.
So Chris said UPS parks to the north. Look at the airplane. This is gone.
1542, flight level 330, entering your airspace.
Now, guys, this is old school.
1542,
This is really
Chicago
old
Center,
school.
good evening, ident.
This is an old airplane. So I hope my GPS works. And this is just old school flying.
United 1976, turn right heading of 060, intercept runway 10
The autopilot
local
is
average.
down here. So we're going to try to get it on vertical speed. And I will arm the throttles. And then we're going to go
Delta
from
2756, clear direct
nav to
Keating VOR.
GPS.
Clear direct King VOR.
Because he's going to give us a direct to something.
I'll higher frame momentarily.
Really cool. I tell you what, this thing's a moneymaker. I mean, not the airplane, but I'll.
Number 431 Echo Echo, Kansas Center's not on
I
the
think the 7.5 is going to burn almost the same amount of fuel as this does.
4560, runway 48, taxi via Yankee Cross, runway.
I mean, probably a little less,
left,
but
right.
still at cruise I can do about 9,000. About 360. It burns about 9,000 pounds an hour.
Contact Indy Center.
This airplane does.
125.07. Good night.
Okay, guys, we're getting out of hand here. I got to slow it down.
125.07.
We're getting close. All right, FE, get your
Southwest
butt
2094,
working up.
maintain 250 knots, descend to maintain 4,000.
250, descend to maintain 4,000, Southwest 2094.
We'll run our checklist.
Delta 2756, climb maintain, follow 350.
Up to 350, Delta 25.
All right, it's Bravo, Bravo. We're on the next one. We're going to be in the next
1976,
right. That
here
should be
4 from
us.
Sharn. Maintain
All right,
3,000
that's
till
on.
established, clear ILS, runway 10 center, approach, be your discretion.
Before takeoff checks.
Okay, we'll maintain 3,000 until established on localized and cleared ILS. 10 center, United 1976.
All right, 10 center. United's coming on that side. We're going on that side. We're making a right. Hatchet, what's up, buddy? Hopefully you're well. Welcome aboard this crazy airplane. That it is. Landing lights are coming on. And the strobes are now on. I shouldn't have done that until I took the runway, but whatever. Takeoff config, packs and bleeds, altimeters, anti-skid, and engine ignition. I threw that thing on before we pushed. I mean,
Riptide 5903, turn right, right turn heading of 220, wind.
right turn 220.
02011 runway 10 left, clear for takeoff.
Okay, right turn 22010 left, clear for takeoff. Riptide 5903. All right, 220 on the heading. You guys got that? And it's going to be a right turn.
Contact ND Center 125.07.
So heading 220.
Southwest 2662.
2422, right about there. All right, you're good? You guys good? 220. So we're going to come up, right turn.
280 vectors ILS 4 right.
Give me that. That's off.
Southwest 2094.
All right, takeoff config true. Packs and bleeds.
Wind 02011 runway 10 center, clear to land.
Clear to land 10 center, United 1976.
All right, right turn 220.
Give it to you, fly the runway 4 right transition.
Okay, guys, ready to go?
Yep,
Looks
got
good.
that full
Windows are
record.
closed.
34 for 20.
Here we go. Lining up. 10 left. Clear for takeoff. All right, here we go. Throttles are coming up. 220 on the heading. Right turn. Right turn.
10 left.
All right, let's go. Bring him up. Bring him up. Let's get that EPR up there. I'm going to go ahead and reset this. Pushing the yoke down just a little bit. There she goes. Powerful engines on the takeoff here. All right, there's 80 knots. Relax that back pressure just a little bit. We're good on the EPR. Engine instruments are looking good. There's 120. Come on, baby. There's V1. Rotate. Oh, hold on now. It's getting a little stupid on me. All right, we got a positive rate. Gear coming up. Looking good right there. We'll wait till about 400 feet. We'll roll the aircraft on the right. Right turn. We're heading select. Go. Right turn. Here we are. There we go. About 15 degrees on the climb. There we are. Once we get to about good altitude, I'm going to go ahead and throw flaps to 5. Right there, that's good. Now I'm going to give him a call.
Riptide 5903, radar contact. Altitude leaving.
2,000.
Type 5903, thank you. Clear direct dent, climb maintain, follow 330 normal speed.
Okay, direct dent, 330 normal speed, Riptide 5903. 330, direct dent. Let's do that here in just a minute. Flaps coming up. Flaps 2.
Southwest 2094, descend to maintain 3000, turn right heading 310.
Descend to maintain 3000, right turn 310, Southwest 2094.
All right, you guys ready? We're going to go GPS.
At 2095, I'm handing out to Cleveland now. Make your request with them. Give me just a minute.
Okay, here we go. We're going to go direct dent. I got the airspeed. We're looking good. We're on the climb. We're 45, about 5,000 feet.
4568.
We're going to go ahead and increase our airspeed bug here.
Correction, 0609, runway 4 right, clear for takeoff.
Dang you. All right, 250 on the speed, on the climb. And we have an auto throttle. Let's go engage.
Southwest 2094, turn right. Heading 010, intercept the runway 4 right, localizer, maintain.
After takeoff check, sir.
Right, so heading 010, 210 off for the Southwest 2094.
All right, good. That's on. What's our temperature? 20 degrees, no problem on the icing.
Track center, yeah, it's 362, flow level 370.
There we go.
362, Chicago, roger.
All right, you guys, we're hooked up. We're doing good. We've got what we need. We're climbing. We're stable. 250 knots now on the speed. Sorry, I was trying to look to see wing views. We're getting into the. That's one thing about 24. It's the night lighting is amazing here. As we get into these clouds, I'm going to go ahead and drop down just to verify everything's good to go. I do want to climb a little on the faster side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold a vertical speed. We're doing good on our vertical speed. So we're heading straight to dent. Vertical speed is good. I'm going to keep it the way it is. I'm not going to touch it. What was that?
Yeah, 1976.
All right, climb check.
Contact Chicago approach 119.0.
Packs and bleeds. All right, packs coming. Are all open. Packs are on.
Yeah, 2895. Contact
Okay, pressurization.
Center 119.87.
Pressurization's coming up.
119.
Looking good on the climb. CSD oil cooler should be normal. It is. Gens should be rise. Rise, rise, rise. All right, let me take a look. We're at 10,000 feet now, looking good. I'm going to go ahead and increase the speed just a touch to about I want to hold about 280. And we were going to maintain about 2,000 feet a minute, folks. And we're looking at temperature right in front of my face, about 15 degrees right now.
Flight at maintain 1000 at 250 knots, where altimeter is 299.
About 11,000 and 250.
All right, you guys. Woo! Busy. All right, back to the climb. Oil system B, hydraulic pressures, 1 off on odd altitudes. We're 3.3, so it's odd.
Bravo, Quebec, it's going to maintain 4,000.
So 1 is off. Yep, that's good. Engine ignition. We'll go ahead and throw that off. It's closed.
Down to 4.
APU. Make sure that stupid thing is off. It is. Flaps up.
Southwest 3451, not sure if we missed it. Are we going over to approach?
No lights.
3451 shortly, yeah.
Okay, guys. Climb checklist complete. Woo! First phase done. We're in the clouds here, so you're not going to be able to see much. What we could do, we could climb with a higher vertical speed, but we're going to 330, so that is set. And it's armed. Nope, and that's why we're going to arm it. So the autopilot is down low on this airplane. It's just a really weird system they had. And I'm just kind of checking our total air temperature.
Approach 119.0.
19 nothing, Southwest 2094, we're going to.
Study level?
United 2101, contact Cleveland Center 119.
I don't know if it's study level. I mean, it's systems for sure. 250, 260. There we go. All right, guys, we're gonna get to some.
November 6 Bravo, Quebec, contact Chicago approach.
We gotta get some anti-ice going. 10 degrees. We're in the crap.
November 6 Quebec.
show you the GPS. We're headed to Dent. You can see Dent is right there. That's where we want to go. So there's Dent, and then from Dent we're going to go to Darcy, 6.1 miles, and you can see it right here. This right here gives us our mileage to the next waypoint. So that's what that does for us. And I'll tune some VORs here just a minute. I got
5903 clear direct to Bowling Green.
All right, we'll take that shortcut. Direct Bowling Green for Riptide 59023.
Southwest 3541, contact Chicago.
All right,
approach,
so
1100.
we're going direct to Bowling Green.
No.
So what we're going to do, and this GPS screws me up, we're going to go direct, and then I'm going to go flight plan, Bowling Green, enter, activate, and now it's going.
Areas of moderate to precipitation begin about 12 o'clock, and 50 miles extend about 50 miles further along your route of flight. Advise if you need deviation.
All right, let me check the weather radar here. Yeah, I mean, we're going to have precipitation through our entire route of flight today. It's just garbage out there. Yeah, I see it. Temperature is good. We're still in the crap. Here come. I got to throw the anti-ice on here for the engines. We're going to go engine. Sorry. This is wing. Cal's coming up. This is what this does. Cal is on. And then when if we start icing up, we'll go ahead and throw the wings off. Here comes 1, 2.
Southwest 4568.
All of our lights are coming off. Taxi's off. Runway turn-offs. Oh, he turned those off for us. Thank you. Strobe is on. Navigation on. Beacons on. Wing is off. Logo lights are off. Okay.
4568 off to resume normal speed.
How you guys doing on the chat? You guys good?
If I didn't give it to you, resume normal speed.
Okay, we'll resume normal speed. Riptide 5903. I guess I'm doing normal speed. All right, 29902. We want to hold about 280 on this. All right, now the lighting I'm going to adjust down. We shouldn't have our fluorescence on.
American 318, 11,515.
American 318, Chicago Center, good evening. Resume normal speed. Climb maintain level 330.
This should be off. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and drop this down just a touch.
Contact Cleveland Center 135.72.
There we go. All right, guys, I got precipitation straight ahead.
Thank you for your service.
We're direct Bowling Green, so I'm going to cut a VOR in here. Danville, well, that's probably a low altitude. Let's try this one, 1153.
Southwest 4568, climb maintain level 350.
Flip it over. Let's see what we got on. All right, so this one right here, that's the VOR we just tuned into. Close enough. Yeah, it's good. I like it. It's super fun. I think we're okay on the weather. I mean, we're probably going to be in the saddle. Dregs would have been good to go to. Like if we would have kept our route, we would have been good. We're about 357 miles to Bowling Green right now. Sorry guys, I got to get my wing views still working here. It's hard to. There we go. We're hauling boxes. And a 2.7. It's pretty sweet. When we get the 7.5s in town, we're obviously not buying any more 2.7s. We'll convert us. We're going to get a couple 7.5s, and that'll be basically we'll transition to the 7.5. I even think we might even dump the 7.2s. We'll see. Depends how the 7.5s do for us, but that's probably what we'll end up doing. All right, take a look at the airspeed. See how it's decaying? Because the airplane is not going to hold this climb level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to vertical speed here, engage vertical speed, and drop it. A couple of, let's do about 1,500 feet a minute. I want to increase my speed. You can see they're pegged. Our engine instruments are pegged. 1, 2, 3. This is our EPR gauge, our engine pressure ratio. It takes the ratio from the inlet to the outlet, the exhaust, and it gives you a ratio. And right now, our EPR, we're pushing 2.0, which is about as high as it's going to go. And you can see our N1s are almost at 98%. So you got to goose these engines. So I'm going to drop the nose a little bit. Let's get some airspeed back. And then I'm going to hold about 280. So I'm going to keep adjusting my vertical speed now until we can get to about 280 knots. And then I'm going to I want to hold IAS, or it's going to hold our indicated airspeed. That's what I want to hook up to, or indicated. You can see our bug right there on that 280 line. And then so I'm decreasing the pitch, trying to get the airplane to get some forward momentum, if you will, energy back. And this flight director thing, it's just a guide. It's not hooked up to anything. The only thing the flight director is hooked up to, and it's not pitch, it's actually lateral. That's it. It doesn't do anything else. It's just a guide. See, like the heading here? Okay, you see my heading? Well, that didn't work, did it? There we go. So I'm going to spin this heading bug. So let's say I take this flight director and I just go, all right, heading. See what it's doing? Watch the bar. See, it's just following my bug. That's all it does.
1484 Chicago.
So,
good evening, clear direct to Porsel, ident.
But I got VOR lock now. I'm going to hold indicated airspeed with this. So I'm going to take this right here, and I'm going to go flip. Oh, nope, wrong flip. There we go. So I want it to hold now the indicated.
Moderate precipitation, 12 o'clock, about 40 miles, extends about 20 miles along your
Yeah, we need to go to Dovey.
Clear farther east.
Roger, thanks for the heads up there, American 318.
Anyway. Guys, the precipitation, we're flying right into it. If we had Dunvey, we would have been all right. Kind of put us right through Dunvey. I wonder if I could go...
Southwest 4568, entering area, moderate precipitation, 12 o'clock, 10 miles.
I could.
Extends about 50 miles along your route of flight.
That's going to cut the crap. We're headed right for it. So let me say if we can go direct Dunvey and then Bowling Green, because that's going to help. Chicago Center, Riptide 5902 or 5903.
5903, go.
Can we get direct Dunvey? It's going to give us a better deviation around the weather.
Riptide 5903, deviation improved left to right of course. When able, proceed direct to Bowling Green and advise.
Okay, when able, we'll go direct Bowling Green, Riptide 5903. All right, so I'm going to go back. We're going to go direct.
Southwest 4568, amend altitude, maintain level 310.
Dunvey and direct. Okay, that's what's going to kind of get us away from the weather. So the weather is that way. I don't want to do that. We still have our anti-ice on for the engines, which is sapping us power, which sucks, but that's what it's doing. All right, let's take a look. You see that right there? It's going to kind of thread the needle, and you're not looking at it, but I see it on my scope here, on my Navigraph app. So we got to thread that needle over there. Sean, what's up, buddy? Hey, Jason, what traffic models are you using these days for model matching? Honestly, it's just FSLT. Is there a better... You guys let me know if there's something better out there. I'm sure there is. Is that what you're talking about, Sean?
American 318, go.
If possible, we'd like to request maybe a 45-degree deviation right.
All right, how are we doing on fuel?
That open.
Good. Now our fuel is handled by the FE. He's doing this automatically. He'll open these valves. See how he just popped the valve open? Boom, boom, boom. We're probably going to start burning on all three tanks now. So what he's doing is he's waiting till the center tank burned down to 10, and now we're burning all three. So he had it cross-fed. So all 3 engines were burning off the center tank. Because remember, we had about, what did we have, 12? We had a little over 12,000, didn't we? 12.4. Now it's at 10. These are at 10. And now we're going to burn all 3 evenly, if that makes any sense. You can see the weather. It's going to get a little bit bumpy up here at 30,000 feet. Yeah, FSLT. Sean, what are you running, bud? Are you running something different? Are you guys excited? Who's going to the expo? Is anybody going to the expo here? About 25 miles away from Donvey, and then we're going to go direct to Bowling Green again. You could kind of see it out the window. And it's going to be like this all the flight, guys. And I'm a little worried because the flight into Chicago, I did not have any VOR, and I had my, GPS nav switch to nav. It would not pick up the the VOR signal. So I don't know. I'm gonna. Your guess is good as mine. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Why are you in the dark, bro?
Have a good night.
What are you doing?
Delta 1484 cross Porzelot, maintain level 330.
Cross Porzelot, enemy
Nope, but I saw Beyond ATC. Let's prioritize. Yes. So I use Beyond ATC with FSLT on the priority.
Riptide 5903, contact Indy Center 125.07.
Okay, over to Indy 12507. Thanks, Riptide 5903. 12507.
Southwest 4568, contact Indy Center 125.07.
12507.
Chicago Center, good evening. Southwest 758, level 220.
Southwest 758, Chicago Center, good evening. You'll be in an area of moderate precipitation.
12507. I think that's Indianapolis. Are they offline? Indy 12507.
2662, turn left heading 130, join the final approach course, call the field.
Left 130, join the final approach course, and call the field.
Okay, we're coming up to 33. This is where you got to pay attention, so give me a second. Holy smokes, what happened? Indy Center, Riptide 5903, checking in, flight level 320 for 330, direct Donvey.
Riptide 5903, Indy Center, welcome.
All right. All right, so.
Riptide 5903, you said you're direct Bowling Green now?
Well, we will be. We're just deviating a little bit of weather, about 7 miles. Well, we'll go direct. All right, so we have an altitude alert. Now I want to watch. We are right there. It's armed. I'm going to be watching this like a hawk. Level it out. Let's go. Level me out. Negative. It's just pushed it. There we go. There's 33,000. Level me out. What are you doing?
South 2662, variable is 3, runway 10 right, clear land.
10 clear land, Southwest 2660.
What the heck, man? All right, we're increasing our climb. I'm gonna get back to 330, and I'm gonna hold the airspeed. Once
United
we get down.
12 o'clock, about 25 miles area to pick moderate to heavy, maybe a little bit of extreme precipitation. They've been deviating in the 30s. I haven't had any reports up that high.
Oh, yeah, Roger. I think it's speed as hell. It looks like I'm above it, but if it's good with you, I might just fly this headache for 180 miles and turn back in.
There it goes. It just hooked up. It's green. So let me show you what happened. We got green on there. Stupid thing.
deviation.
All right, guys, we're doing
you can fly
0.80.
present heading. Just let me know if you need any turns. And,
Let me take a look.
direct Tulsa and advise.
0.80 on the Mach. So we're doing good on Mach. We're going to keep that. And I'm going to set airspeed. Hold.
Oh, just speaking for now. It's for United 226.
Yeah, 226 affirmative. You can stay on that present heading, and then, or actually, let's just do this. You're high enough. Yeah, 226 left or right deviations are approved, and when able, direct Tulsa and advise.
Roger. Direct when able to. Sorry, which is the
Nice to see the steam gauges. Yeah, it's cool.
The Tulsa VOR.
It's a lot of work, though. I mean, we're not gonna lie here. It's busy.
Oh, Roger. I have it thinking for me, but all right.
And it's going to be a little bit bumpy. We got some precipitation coming up. We're kind of out of it. We're going to get to it again over in Atlanta. And we're heading to Bowling Green. Now, the thing with Atlanta is I don't know. I didn't plan for anything in terms of an arrival. So they might give me an arrival, but there's no arrival here. We could have one, but I'm not going to push it. It would be nice to have an arrival, and the only reason why I say that is because then I could gauge descent.
Giant 1447 cross Bauer at flight level 240.
Crazy. So guys, local time. It is 12:45 local. 12:45 a.m. Welcome to Flying Cargo. Guys, look at that. Do you guys see it? The Milky Way. I see the Milky Way. Look right up on top. See the Milky Way right here? Right there. It's the Milky Way. That is super cool. As we ice up. What did I miss? Guys, what did Chris miss? The Milky Way's right there, Chris. Right here. Milky Way. Pretty cool. 24 is looking nice at night. We have some weather we're dealing with, Chris. We got weather. Atlanta's crap. There's a lot of thunderstorms. Looks like the thunderstorms passed over. I want to see what Atlanta weather's doing. I gotta get a check. It's flipping hot in here. Gosh, it's hot in this room.
ND Center, Southwest 2784, 337-390, a couple miles from the slot VOR.
So 2784
All right.
Center.
Sorry, I had to hear the air conditioner going. I'm like, what is going on? I have a portable air conditioner in the office because it's so hot. What you may get.
Southwest 2662, we're clear 10 right at Columbus, South Charlie 4.
Weather, guys, in Atlanta. Right now, Atlanta reporting calm winds, 10 miles visibility, few clouds at 7,500. That's good for us. Because I don't know if the ILS is going to work, and I know we had weather forecasted. It's just moved to the east of the airport, so that's really good. We're heading to Bowling Green, got about 150 miles to go to Bowling Green. I can't believe I don't have an arrival.
Indy Center, November 3 to Fox.
Like, I'm going to expect vectors from Dallas. Gary, how's it going, buddy? How are you and everybody else? Yeah, I think 2024 is probably worth picking up now. There's more airplanes coming on the scene. There's a lot more developers out there developing for it. Don't uninstall 2020 yet. I think you'll be in good shape. I would say make the move now, guys. If you were on the fence.
Riptide at 5903. You're direct Bowling Green now.
Yes, sir. We're headed direct to Bowling Green.
Fantastic.
Center United 26. We're around the tall part of that, so we are direct also.
See, now look at the fuel burn. We're doing about 2,900 per engine. Now we're doing 3,000 per engine. We're going 330. I don't know if I have a climb. This is not very far, so I'm gonna look at my flight plan just to see if we planned a step climb on this, but I don't think we did. No step climb. Chipper 1 RNAV. I didn't file one though, and that's the crazy one. It just gave me this one, and I don't know why I didn't do it. But the Chipper 1 arrival, I could ask him. It's taking me right direct to Bowling Green. I could go. Maybe we could just start it at Chipper. That's a possibility. Where are they landing? Are they landing west? 2 6s are landing west, so... Alright, if ATC stays online... I'll have them vector me. I'll take delayed vectors. I don't know. Normally, this airplane's capable with the GPS to shoot an RNAV. I mean, laterally. It won't do vertical, but it'll do lateral. Ground speed, you guys, we're doing 464 over the ground right now. About 131 miles away from Bowling Green. Now, from there, like I said, it'd be nice to have an arrival plugged in, just because then I can vary and figure out descent. Because right now I can't. I won't have a direction or anything really to go on. So it's kind of one of those, and we'll have to do a 3-to-1 ratio. There's a lot more to it than this, but this is just an average. So for descents, we're sitting at 33,000. Let's say they give us a descent to 5. This is old school stuff, so we're going to do 33, we're going to go 5, that's 28,000. Divide that by 3.
For the Freedom 5, set your aircraft type.
93 miles. So we would need 93 miles. Let's say Bowling Green was our descent point. We're 123 miles away from Bowling Green, so at 90, and I'd add 10 to that. So I'd say about 100 miles, we would start our descent to 5,000 feet. At about 1,200 feet to about 1,500 feet a minute. Give or take, maybe increase that to 2,000. So it's a 3-to-1 rule.
Frontier 766, squawk 27.
Did I do that right, you guys? 93 I calculated? I don't know. Right now, I don't have it. It's up to them to do it. So I'm going to try to program Rome VOR 1154, because that's going to put us very close to the destination. That's going to be the Rome VOR. It looks like we have lost the signal, so we don't have the signal to Rome yet. It's a 115.4 on that VOR there, on NAV2. This is NAV2 DME. This is our GPS DME. So winner gets a Coastal Airways grab bag. You said if ATC stays online. Yeah, if they stay online.
Number 3 Echo Fox.
Gary says, I have the 27, haven't flown it yet. Any tips? Oh.
Frontier 766.
What tips do I have for you?
Thanks for checking in before you spawn.
Your scan, really important with this airplane.
Contact leaving on
instrument scans, man. Big time. This is a 6-pack. It's old. You're really flying yourself. Minimal autopilot. You know, we installed the GPS and we have auto throttle, which is nice. I have to slow this airplane down as we're taking some bumps here. The cool thing about flying boxes is they don't complain. So, whatever. Turbulence is, you know, pilots are like, yeah, okay. We're not going to hunt for altitudes for a smooth ride. Could care less. I mean, you'd want to, if you could find a smooth ride, that's good, because who wants to be bouncing around? It's annoying. But Anyway, hopefully, Gary, that helps. My advice to you is just get in and fly it, right? Pitch and power. It's old school. This is kind of how aviation was meant to be, you know, in terms of it's a high workload. That's not good, but it's fun. Super fun to fly like this.
4.22.
But I'm old school. I like analog. I like the analog gauges, guys. I'm a six-pack kind of guy. I like it. I don't know. I'm going to be honest, folks. I don't know if we're going to get a good ILS signal on this one.
1447, you can descend.
Who knows?
1447, you can descend the Tiger 4 arrival, so say altimeter 299 or they're landing.
And how would you like this schedule? It's 2 a.m. in the morning. That schedule is rough. We took off out of Miami at 9 p.m. Flew 2.5, I think it was 2 hours and 45 minutes up to Chicago. And now it's 2 a.m. That's your backside of the clock. It's crazy. So he's going to... What I'm saying is ATC right now, Atlanta's on. So as long as Atlanta stays online, we're good. If they drop off a line, we're going to have to vector ourselves around the airport, which is fine, you know, but, you know, there's that. I think, what is our airspeed?
1630 for Derek Rosewood.
Derek Rosewood for American CDC.
By the way, guys, have you guys looked at the new shop? FSBN shop.com. This is probably one of the raddest shirts. That is a really cool looking shirt. Maybe it's just me. Maybe because I like sharks and, you know, aircraft. Maybe that's it. It's sweet. I do love it. I'm a fan. That is super bright in my face. I gotta lower that down. There we go. That's better. All right, guys. Looking at 89 nautical miles to Bowling Green VOR. We'll get dumped off. We're gonna pick back up to Atlanta. After Bowling Green, we got Bazoo, and then we're going Rome VOR. Probably from Rome, we're gonna get vectored. I don't know. We're gonna go to Dallas, and then not the airport, not the city. Dallas. There's a waypoint called Dallas, and it's gonna send us. We're gonna do a burn check. Something with the something about these old engines. It burns a lot of fuel, so you really need to do a burn check often just to make sure you know where you are, where you need to be. And I'll reference that with our flight plan. Chris says, I have is on the arrival. I have on the arrival. Let me look. I have right there, but how high is that from... How high is that up there? I have. I mean, I see it. Let me look. Bowling Green. How far up is what I'm saying. You know, the cool thing about Navigraphs, I could type in this. I'll type that in on that. I have IHAVE. I'll do a search. Now I'm just going to type in IHAVE.
Number 3 Echo Foxtrot, this is to maintain 3,000.
Down to 3,000, 3 Echo Foxtrot.
IHAVE, is it? IHAVE. IHAVE. I have. Click it. And I'm going to look online to see where it is. I see it now. It's right next to Bazoo. So we could file it. Let me ask him. Indy Center, Riptide 5903.
Riptide 5903.
Do you want us to file the chipper arrival?
5903. I don't think that it matters to me. Let me double check real quick. They have Atlanta on the chipper. Are you capable of the chipper?
Yeah, we could do that. We could do it laterally. We just can't do it vertically.
Okay. Yeah, if you are... equipped for it. Okay, you are Lima. I just saw 727 and assumed.
Yeah.
Riptide 5903, clear direct Matthew for the chipper 3.
All right, let's program that in, and we'll go direct Matthew for the chipper 3, Riptide 5903. All right, guys.
Thank you for checking. I just assumed you weren't capable.
Now we got a GPS installed.
How cool is that?
All right, let's go back. We're going to go... I had a brain fart. All right, hold on. Procedures? No. We're going to go flight plan, and then we're going to go down, down Atlanta.
Information.
Load procedure.
Delta is current. It's
Arrival.
2908. Expect nihilus.
Chipper 1. Matthew. Freaking what runway, you guys? Give me a runway. 26 right. How's that? That probably says it, doesn't it, on the chart? Let's see here. Plan, blah, 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 blah. 26 right. All right, so we'll plan 26 right. Down. 26 right. Runway right there. Load. Loaded. Direct. Flight plan. Matthew. Activate. Goodbye. Good job, Chris. Thanks, man. You prompted me to ask him. Okay, so now we're turning. We're headed direct Matthew right now. Good job. Because I was looking too, and I'm like, man, I really would like an arrival, so I'm not looking at, ooh, what do I need to do? Chipper's at 13,000. So now I know, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about with this aircraft. So let's go to our charts here. I'm going to go ahead and bring this out.
Information Echo, departure rate is information Romeo, is now current altimeter 29908.
So I'm going to go plus.
Number 3 Echo Foxtrot, turn left, heading 270.
Atlanta, execute, right? And I want to do star chipper 1. All right, I'm going to go full page here. I'm going to drill down into this. I want to show you what we're doing. So we're going direct to Matthew here. Now, chipper's at 13,000 feet. All right, so we have to lose IR pilot.
Riptide 5903, radar service is terminated, frequency change approved. Enjoy your flight down to Atlanta. I'm not really sure what the split is down there. I try to let you know ahead of time. Sorry.
No, you're good. Appreciate it. Thanks for the services. We'll see you later, Riptide 5903. All right, guys. So we got Matthew, and then we've got chipper at 13,000 feet. So the question is, how much distance would you need to descend? So you take your altitude, which is 33,000.
Foxtrot 6 from Fraze, turn left heading 220, maintain 3,000 still established, clear out left 20 left approach.
122.8.
Left turn 220.
Let's go back this way. We're going to be hooking up with Atlanta soon anyway, you guys, so 122.8 set. Okay, now we're going to go 33,000. So you put 33,000, subtract 13,000. That gives you what? 20,000. So we have to lose 20,000 feet. Divide that by 3 gives you 6,600. You just multiply that out. That's wait a minute. Isn't it multiplied by 3? Hold on. 3 to 1, isn't it? Now I'm confused. Let's see here. We're going down to 13,000. That's that. That's 20 grand. Yeah. That's right. It's about 66 miles. Now, that to 20,000 feet? Meh. I don't know about that. So, I'm going to flip over to landing, or flip over to flight here. And my target is going to be 13,000. And I could say... See, 62 miles. That's pretty good, guys. That's pretty good. At 1,500 feet a minute. Now, I said 66. I'm going to go ahead and add 10 to that. I'm going to do about 76 miles. And the reason why is I'd rather be on at 13,000 dragging in it a little bit than way high and above profile. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, so now what? Now we know we need, I'm going to write this down. We're going to need 70, let's just call it 76 miles. 76 nautical miles to descend, okay? You guys with me on this one? Thanks, Chris. This has been a while. I'm like, wait a minute, what am I doing wrong? Okay, we're going to do charts. All right, so work with me here. This is the fun part. We start chipper and we go backwards. There's 16.4 miles. Okay? Calculators work, or cell phones in this case. 16.4 miles plus 32.7 miles. By the way, you guys want to know something crazy? This aircraft was built before this was invented, before even computers, internet, nothing. This airplane was a slide ruler invention on a piece of paper. There's no AutoCAD. There was no any of that. They didn't have 3D diagrams. They had somebody draw it. That is amazing. That's just amazing, isn't it? It's amazing to me. And then we're going to add 36 miles, which is from here, babe, to here. That's 36 miles. And that gives us 85. So from here is 85 miles. So 10 miles after McGrath, or better yet, we're going to go 26 miles from Babe. You guys ready for that? Now that's the plan. I don't know if it's going to work, but 26 miles from Babe, we start descending. So I'm going to write this down because I'll forget. You know that. 26 nautical miles from Babe. B-B-A-B-E. Now that is old school flying. It's aviating right there. That's what that is, which we just did. And that's at 250 knots. And from there, we're going to fly down here. And I'm going to check it. I'm going to go to rain. And we're going to come this way to Kiwi. And then from there, we'll get vectored in. So, but I'm going to check. So let's go here. Flight plan. And we've got McCreevy, Babe, Chipper, Merch, Hydro, Rain, yes. Then Cloud or Cloud, Swept, Cami or Kimmy, and then Kiwi right there. And thence vectors into the approach. That's the plan, Stan. You guys with me? What do you think about that? Pretty good plan? So I'm just going to keep it here so we know Babe 26, and I wrote it down. 26 miles from Babe. Done. Piece of cake. Holy crap. It's crazy. We're just passing over BNA here, guys. So right over the top, BNA, the problem is, and we're passing over Bowling Green. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a burn check. We'll do a burn check on the fuel. So I'm going to look here. We should have 25.8 on the gas. So what I like to do with this is kind of just zoom into the panel a little bit so I can see the gauges I'm working with. There we go. So we've got 10, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that's 9.8 plus, what are we looking at here? 5, it's 9 point, just passing 9.9, we'll call it. Plus, we got 9.8 on tank number 1. That gives us 29.5 on the fuel. We needed Bowling Green 25.8. We are burning very good. Seems a little on the high side for us. Bowling Green, did I calculate that correctly? That is the question that I have. Ooh, look, behind the panel. Gosh, I don't want to do that. All right. Okay, I've got 9.8 Let's just do it one more time. It seems a little bit. 9.8 plus 9.9, which we're just passing that 9. 9.9 plus again 9.7. 29.4. We got plenty of gas. Be ahead of the airplane. That's exactly right. We always want to be ahead. Watch, I'll get behind real quick. You can get behind in a New York minute on this airplane. Just quick. We're going to Atlanta. By the way, Atlanta Center's online. And we're going to have to tune to Atlanta Center. And let's see where we're headed. We're headed to Matthew on the Chipper 1. So I'm just going to take this. I'm going to go Chipper 1, headed to Matthew. Remember what we said before. All right, there we go. We said 20 miles, 26 miles from Babe. I'm going to go ahead and tune Atlanta. There's 3 Atlanta centers. I don't know which one is which, so that's the hard part. Atlanta Center, if I click on Atlanta, it's going to give me the ATC I'm talking about. We have a center controller. I don't know who and what. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 Atlanta centers. At least Atlanta Center controllers online right now. I don't know. I don't know what frequency I'm going to use up on top here. What frequency is this guy running? 125.5 and 125.575. We have Atlanta 1 control, Atlanta 2 controller, Atlanta control. I mean Atlanta Center. I have no idea. If I put it in, you know it's going to be wrong, and I know it's going to be wrong, and I'm going to be, flipping around trying to find the right frequency. I'll wait for the call, I guess. It's coming soon here. Chipper 1 arrival. Matthew's coming up. How we doing? We are 62 miles away from Matthew. I'm going to take a drink here. Guys, you like the 7.2? Pretty cool airplane. I'm going to actually calculate my landing distance and stuff using 26 right. It's a 727, so guess what? It's probably going to be just fine. This airplane's pretty good. You could stop on a dime. Pretty much. I mean, that's what these airplanes were built for. These airplanes were built for rugged airports, gravel. I mean, these things could take a beating. This thing's a tank. Like the 7.2 is a tank. It just is. It's a massive built a tank here. All right, 26 right. They're giving us ref speed. 135 with a margin of 3,800. So are we going to go south or north, Chris, for UPS? I know you think you saw it, but I don't know. I prefer the 7.3 and the HE111 over it, but the 7.2 is okay. Yes. Yes, next week. Okay, here we go. Friday. Next Friday, I'm not flying. I'll be gone on vacation. The Friday after that, I'll be gone on vacation. I'll be at, well, I won't be on vacation. I'll be at the expo. So that's 2 Fridays. Now, I might stream Monday. This Monday coming up. And that will probably be in the Albatross. Do you guys want me to stream on Monday? And it'll be during the day, early morning-ish. I might stream on the Albatross flight if you guys want the HU111. What do you guys want to see? I mean, we still have to do the Caribbean. We're in, where the heck are we? I forgot where we were. St. Bart's. No, we flew back to, we're up in St. Martin, aren't we? Somewhere? I think. We have to get back to Dominica, or we have to go to Dominica and then St. Lucia. So maybe we do that Dominica flight. It's up to you guys. You have 124.875. Okay, 125. I have 125.887. 125. Is it 125.575? Let me look. We have 125. $5.75. Right there. Let's see what we hear. I haven't got dinged yet. I'm waiting for a beep beep. It's coming. I know it is. Okay, 62 miles to go from Matthew. There's 124.375. I have 125.6 1/4. The problem is there's a lot of choices here for Atlanta Center. There's a ton of them. I just don't know which one is which. What sector they're in. They're in North Sector. So wherever is the North Sector, that's what we're taking. I don't know. You guys on the chat, what do you guys want to see on Monday? 123 miles. That VOR, that was bowling. Was that Rome? That's Rome VOR. So we're about out. We're about that much distance to Atlanta. I think we could tune in Atlanta. They don't have a frequency right over, do they? They don't have a VOR. They do. No, they don't. I think it's Thrasher or something. Isn't there a VOR just north of it? I don't know. All right, we going north side or south side? UPS. Looking on the jet chart. I gotcha. And by the way, Chris, are we going north or south? Tell me which one, because I think I was trying to figure out where UPS is going to put this thing. There's the south ramp. If we're going to go 26 left or 26 right, there's the north ramp, but that is all FedEx. Let me look. Let me look. Let me see what we can do here. And chat, let me know if you folks want to see something cool on the next stream. You know, on Monday. We could do the Albatross. We could do the 737. We could do an MD-80 flight. Don't care. Are you guys getting tired of the GA flying yet? Excuse me. Whew. Didn't want that. Let's go arrivals here. What are we doing? 11 miles to go. Really? 16. Sorry. Dude, does UPS even fly into this airport? I don't even see anything on the arrivals. Or is it a FedEx only? Oh, man. There's UPS. There it is. Let's find out. I'm going to look right now and see where they put this thing down on. They went north side. They went to the north. Weird. So we'll pick north then, I guess, right, guys? Unless Chris says something else. South is by Delta Hangar. Okay. Steve says he votes the HU 111. All right, we can do that. We can do a GA flight down there. I think it'll be fun. All right, you guys, there we go. We just hit Matthew. I'll show you what we're doing there. There's Matthew. Boop. And then we're hooking up to the next waypoint, which is going to be McGriff. I should flip over. Yep, there's McGriff. We're on the arrival. We're officially on the arrival. And I do not have Atlanta Center online just yet, and I should, because I'll be in their airspace right now. So I expect it. Let me give them a call. I haven't heard anything from this frequency, so I doubt it's one of them. Let's go 124.375. 124.375. Oops. No, I don't want that. 124.375. Transfer it up. Let's try that. I don't know. Let me call him up. Atlanta Center, Riptide 5903.
What's your call for?
Yeah, it's Riptide 5903. Coming in from the north. Are you doing the north sector?
Depends on where you're coming in from the north, but yeah.
Yeah, we're on the Chipper 1, and we just passed Matthew.
Contact center on 125.57.
All right, 125.57. Thank you.
Okay.
125.57. There it is. 125.57. All right, 125.57. All right, there we go. Let's give him a call. Atlanta Center, Riptide 5903, flight level 330 on the Chipper 1, just past Matthew.
And what's the call sign?
Riptide 5903.
Riptide 5903, Atlanta Center, radar contact, cross Chipper, at and maintain 14,000, at line altimeter 3006.
Okay, Chipper 14,000 for Riptide 5903. Same thing, we're just going to keep the same plan. Got it? So we just passed Matthew. Once we hit McGrath here, we got Babe coming up. See the TOD? That's pretty good. That is pretty good. We've got Babe now is our next, and it's 27. We start down now. Let's go. We're going to bring it down to 14,140. That is set. We're going to just do this. Boop. And now it's armed. Okay. And what I'm going to do is go vertical speed, VS, and we are going to start our way down the chute. About 1,500 feet a minute to 2,000 feet a minute is going to give us a good descent point here. Right there. I'll see how she does on that one. We're starting down, folks. Let me give a call. Atlanta Center, Riptide 5903, out of flight level 330 for 14,000.
So 5903, roger, thank you.
All right, so we've got altitude select is armed. We're going to watch this like a hawk now. We're coming into Babe. We've got about 18 miles to go. We're doing about 1,500 feet a minute. All right, well, cool. I'm going to go down to about 2,000 feet a minute. And the reason why I'm doing that is, like I said, I don't want to be behind the airplane. I want to get down there, level off, nice. Even if we have to burn some fuel, that's fine. The engines are coming down idle. We do want to hold 280, so we're doing that right now on the indicated. It is 1:25 or 1:20 in the morning, local, in the sim. But 2024 is cool at night, I think. It's pretty sweet. Those thunderstorms have passed.
Delta 2204, descend via the Jedi 3 arrival at line Altimeter 3006.
Descend via Jedi 3 arrival, QNH 3006, Delta 2204.
So, Chris, you want me to go on the south side? Is that what you're telling me? A long taxi, isn't it? He set me up to burn some more gas. I see how it is. Oops. Yeah, the south side's Delta. This would be a UPS contract. All right, let's check our fuel status. Verify that. It's good to go. Good. Hydraulic. Oh, there he goes. He's opening the pumps now. Transferring that fuel all over the place. He's trying to get them burned evenly. That's what they're doing here. Sitting sideways. That's the sideways sled. Gotta love it. All right, folks, we're at Baby. We're just passing that now. Chipper is 14,000 feet. So after Babe, we've got what is that? Lemke? There's Babe right there. You guys, I don't know if you can see it. There's Babe, then we got Lemke, and then Chipper. And you see the little banana bar? Oops, I don't want that. Zoom it out, please. All right, see that banana bar? I'm going to have to increase my descent rate slightly. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Let's give you 2,000 feet a minute. We're going to banana bar that thing. There we go. All right, we're good. We're good so far. We're keeping our speed. Increasing our descent rate. It's only money. Yeah, but it's money that I need to... Are you kidding me? I got 8 airplanes I have to... We'll go minimum on the auto brakes. I've got 8 airplanes I have to pay for. Shoot. The flights like this, by the way, this cargo run does so good for us. Oh my gosh, we make bank on these flights, guys. Really. I mean, 3 legs. Probably almost $1 million for 3 legs. That's pretty good money. And those prices are from UPS. That's UPS prices. With bulk charging. So if you ship like one parcel or something, it's a heck of a lot more money. So, anything over 150 pounds, it's bulk, which is bulk pricing for us. So this zone, we're making about $8.42 a pound on a box. So fill the airplane up. You do the math. We have 38,000 pounds. Yeah, you got 5 kids. Exactly right. Exactly right. You know exactly what's going on there. All right, banana ball. There we go. We're going to make it just before Chipper. It's perfect. That's where I want it. 290903. What happened there, Cap? There we go. You guys want me to go outside? Take a look. This thing is rad. It's a cool airplane. I like the paint. It's very retro. You know what I mean? But yet it's not too retro. It's like 80s. And we do have one in full coastal colors, like our normal colors, which is pretty cool. All right, back to the drawing board. We're looking at how much money were the incoming 7.3s. I think we picked them up for 2.5 a piece. So 2.5 a piece. I think it was over like 15, 16 million to get them here. I've got one delivered. One's delivered to Miami and it's in the paint shop. It's with maintenance. So, and it's a 600. So that 600 is going to be coming out soon and probably be deployed up somewhere in the north. We'll probably have to open another crew base somewhere north. The 600s just won't do all right down south, Miami. But we can feed into our northern focus city. It's not a hub, but it's a focus city. We can feed into that and then connect from there. That's kind of the thought process right now. Although, does anybody... I'll tell you what's on my radar. Silver Airways have basically folded up and left the premise. Well, we're going to go from Tampa to Fort Myers. Tampa to Key West in the 800. So, in the 600. So that is a prime airplane for that airport. Just great airplane. It'll do the hard work for Key West. That's for sure. All right, 18,000 feet. Lights are coming on. Runway turnoffs are on. We'll go outboard. I'll throw all my lights on. Light it up like a Christmas tree. Wing lights coming on. Logo lights are on. And I will get my man to do the approach checklist as we get a little closer. As we can see, we're just passing Lemmick. And then we've got Chippers next. There's 16,000. Chippers at 250 knots. So we're going to start slowing the aircraft down to 250. All right, we're still holding that. I'm going to click this. I'll bring this back over to landing. Bring up the weather here. I'm going to set my speeds.
Riptide 5903, contact line approach 133.47. Good night.
Okay, we're at approach 133.4, Riptide 5903. 133.4, you guys. 133.4. Almost rather do it. 133.4, transfer. Let's give him a call. 133.4. 133.475. 133.475. Transfer it. 1,000 to go check. I'm going to go ahead and start slowing that thing up. I expect it to grab. Go altitude hold. I want to see it turn. It went green. Green. We're good. Atlanta approach. Riptide 5903. Level 14,000. Chipper.
Riptide 5903. Atlanta approach. Expect the visual runway 26 right. Information Mike is current.
Okay, we'll expect the visual 26 right. Riptide 5903.
And departure Southwest 9822, passing 3,200 for 10,000.
Southwest 9822.
3005 on the altimeter, you guys. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it, buddy.
14,000, Southwest 9822.
I've got altimeter setting is blah, blah, blah. Altimeter setting 3006 set. Okay, 250, 14,000. Slowly getting there. And we're hitting Chipper right now. Altitude set 3005, 3005. There's Chipper, level. We're going to do a visual 26 right. Let's plan it for the ILS. We're going to back it up. Let's go 26 right for the ILS. Drop it in. I'm going to plug 110.1 on nav 1. 110.1. One 110.1. Wait a minute. Yeah, 1101. It's on the active. We're not going to see it yet because we're not on it. But 275 is course. 27. Shoot, what did I do? Nothing. Did that not work? No, okay, we're good. Whew. 250 on the speed. We're looking good, folks. All right, checklist. Sorry, descent checklist coming up. Altimeters and bugs are sent cross-check. VREF and V-target, we set it and noted it. Auto brakes, they are on medium or minimum. Start switches required. Yep, we're going to go continuous on the overhead here. Yep, continuous is on. Good. Cooling doors. We're going to go ahead and open those cooling doors. That's ground interconnect. Cooler. Oil cooler. I think so. I'm going to have him do his checklist here in just a minute. Cooling doors open.
Riptide.
Oh no, that's not it.
Descend and maintain 1-2000.
I know where they are. Okay, descend and maintain 1-2000. Riptide 5903. 12,000 feet. Here we go.
Southwest 9822.
12 set.
Contact Atlanta Center 125.57.
Vertical speed. Here we go. Give him a good rate.
Southwest 9822. God bless.
Cooling doors are on top. Sorry. I don't remember where the heck they were. They're right here. Right there. We're going to open them. Just a little bit. I think they're auto. Yeah, they're auto, so he'll get them. All right, I'm going to keep on trucking. We'll fly the airplane. I'll let him do all the work. And I'll do the approach as we get a little on the closer side. We're heading to rain now. It's looking good on the temperatures. Going to 12,000. It is armed. All right, check. He's going to vector us. We'll do a visual. Going to be a downwind. Landing. Descent checklist is complete, right? He's got that. I'll get the approach check going here shortly. Still 250 on the speed, so that's good. Altitude is armed. It went green on the FMA. There's a level off. Here comes the speed. Perfect. Atlanta's going to be off your FO side there. Let's turn down those lights. I'm going to turn down my lights just a touch. It's weird what happened there. That light doesn't work. See? It goes and then it just shuts off. That's probably a bug. There we are. City of Atlanta coming in here, guys. We got rain. That's the
on approach, good evening, Delta 2204, descending via Jedi 26.
Look at these clouds, you guys. This is awesome.
Approach information, Mike is current expected visual runway 27 left.
These clouds are awesome.
Information, Mike is back, approach runway 27 left, Delta 2204.
Riptide 5903, reduce speed to 210.
210 on the speed. Riptide 5903. 210, 10, 210. Sorry, I'm in Bravo. Going way fast. we go. All right, there's rain, and then we're heading a downwind essentially. We're good on speed. One thing I don't know about is flap was 200 knots. Okay, we're good. I just want to make sure we're not under our minimum maneuvering speed, so we're fine. We're just above it. Okay, we're heading on a downwind now, folks.
Riptide 5903, just to maintain 4,000.
Okay, down to 4,000, Riptide 5903. Okay, 4,000 feet set. Arm it. Vertical speed. Let's go. Give me about 1,200 feet a minute. There we are. Okay, I'm looking at flap 2, 190 on the speed, so it's right there. And then we're going to go 135 in the approach, and that's going to be full flap. Let's give a little more on the vertical speed, as we are basically on a downwind right now. I'm going to throw my heading bug, because he's probably going to give me a right turn shortly. There's 10,000 feet.
Line approach Delta 2204, requesting lower.
Delta 2204 heavy, just to maintain 5,000.
Gonna maintain 5,000, Delta 2204.
Coming down 10, 1,500 feet a minute. On a downwind. Airport's on your side. We got to get underneath this layer here. What is Atlanta reporting right now? A few clouds at 8,500, scattered at 12, broken at 20. That was 55 minutes ago, so expect an update.
Delta 2204 heavy, fly heading 330 to maintain 3,000 vectors for the visual approach.
Fly heading 330, descend and maintain 3,000, visual for the approach, Delta 2204.
And is there any way you could turn your microphone down or something? There's a lot of loud feedback in the background.
Yes, sorry about that.
All right, guys, 8,400. We're doing about 210-ish on the speed. We'll start slowing it down here. We're on a downwind leg. Basically, I might go heading select. We're just going straight right now. Once we get below the scud layer here, you should be able to see the airport. It's behind us now on the right.
Radio check, Delta 2204.
Delta 2204 is still loud with background noise, but it's a little bit better.
I might have to help him, guys. I might need to get down quicker. Let's go 2,000 here.
All right. 5903, turn right, heading 180.
Right turn 180, Riptide 5903. All right, heading select. Nothing's happening, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to come down here and you're going to flip this heading select. Hang on. Gosh.
Delta 16 Heavy, Atlanta approach information. Mike is current, expected visual runway 27 left.
Mike is current, expect visual runway 27 left.
180, there we are. Okay. Flipping this off, we're going to guns.
148 for 120.
We're going to take this to inbound course. Inbound course, give me 275.
Southwest 1149.
Delta 2204 Heavy, the Atlanta airport is going to be at your 11 and 12 o'clock in 15 miles.
5,000.
All reporting fighter for Delta 2204.
Riptide 5903, turn right heading 250, join the localizer, report to field in sight.
Okay, 250, we'll join the localizer, Riptide 5903. 250 on the heading.
Mike Lima Heavy, descending 171 with Mike.
Speedbird 7 Mike Lima Heavy, Atlanta approach runway
4,000.
26 right, Speedbird 7 Mike Lima Heavy.
We should be intercepting here shortly. The good news is I see the deflection, so that's good. About 250 right there. All right, there's 4,000. No, descend me, dude. Descend.
2204, turn left heading 305, cleared visual approach runway 27 left.
I said descend.
Left heading 305.
What are you doing, airplane?
Visual approach runway 27 left, Delta 2204.
There we go, right there. I got in sight.
Riptide 5903, the Atlanta airport's at your 12 to 1 o'clock in about 15 miles report sight.
Got the airport in sight for Riptide 5903.
Riptide 5903, cleared visual approach runway 26 right, maintain 180 knots until AJ.
Okay, 26 right, we'll maintain 180 until AJ, Riptide 5903. Okay, approach. And then we can come down here.
Delta 2204 Heavy at depot, contact tower 119.
Okay, flaps coming in.
Tower
approach checked.
Delta 2204.
Get her down.
Riptide 5903 at AJ, contact tower 119.1.
Okay, at AJ, we'll contact tower 119.1.
Southwest 1149, cleared direct bamboo, just to maintain 4,000.
Direct bamboo, just to maintain 4,000, Southwest 149.
All right, flaps 2. Looking good. We'll start slowing down now. All the way down.
Delta 2204 Heavy, are you still turning for 27 left?
I got this. Auto throttle's off. It's my airplane. Yeah, that's the gear horn. No worries there. Okay, 180 till AJ. I gotta slow down. We're fast. We're on flap 5. I'm gonna keep it that way for a minute. That's good. Bring it up. Throttle's coming up. Got the airport in sight. We're on the ILS here. AJ, cross now. Transfer it over.
4-7 miles from the runway.
Okay, gear down.
Delta 2204, Atlanta Tower, runway
landing checks.
27 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 27 left, Delta 2204.
Atlanta Tower, Riptide 5903 on the visual for 26 right.
And I believe that was Shoreline 5903, Atlanta Tower, runway 26 right, clear to land.
Okay, 26 right, clear to land, Riptide 5903. Flaps 30, landing checklist, please. All right, I got the aircraft. I'm going to completely shut it all off. And we'll do our after landing check. We're going to go south of the runway here after landing. Speed is good. Just trying to get this done, folks. There we go. All right, my plane. It's tracking the VOR. I mean, it's tracking the ILS. Nice, check. Landing checklist complete. We've got gear down 3 green. Spoilers, they can't be armed. They don't arm. So when we land, I'm going to dump the spoilers myself. We'll throw the reversers, and then we'll get out there. You guys want to see it? Okay, my plane. It's my bird. I got it. Now the thing about this airplane, you can't chop the power. You will sink like a rock. I mean, really, really bad. So speed's getting a little slow. So I'm going to push it up. There we go.
500.
Check.
400. 300.
Looking good, you guys. We'll just come back a little bit on the power. I got the runways assured, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to cut the power now. That was a weird... Alright, speed brakes. All 3 reversers. 1, 2, 3 out of the gates. 3 lights. Speed brakes. 80 knots. Okay, my plane. Out of reversers, let it roll.
Heavy, welcome to Atlanta. What ramp are you going to this evening?
We'll get off on Bravo 3.
Delta 2204, Roger. Turn right on November. Cross runway 27 right at Uniform, and then Lima Delta to the ramp.
So right to November.
Bravo 3.
Runway through Uniform.
Welcome to Atlanta.
November 11th.
And once you cross 27 right at Uniform, you'll join taxiway Lima and then Delta if you need it.
Flaps coming up.
Uniform, Lima, and Delta admitted for Concourse via Delta 2204. Thank you.
Riptide 5903, welcome to Atlanta. Cross runway 26 left at Bravo 2 and join Echo to ramp.
Okay, we're going to the south side cargo. Is that all right?
Riptide 5903, Roger. Then min taxi instructions, turn left on Bravo, hold short, runway 26 left at Delta.
Left on Bravo, hold short, 26 left, Delta. Okay, so left on Bravo, we'll hold short, 26 left on Delta. Is that correct for Riptide 5903?
Riptide 5903, affirmative.
Okay, left on a Bravo. So that's going to be there. We're going to go left on, no, we're left on Bravo, okay. And then we're going to go down to hold short of 26 left on Delta. I got it. Okay. I never want to move this aircraft until I know exactly where we're going. Otherwise, that's no bueno. So I'm gonna have our FO do an after taxi check here. I'm just gonna throw the inboards off. Keep the taxi light on, the turn-offs on. I'll throw the strobes off for now. And we're pretty much cleaned up. The flaps are up already. I will turn those other ones off because they're obnoxious. No, they were off. The turn-offs, I'll throw them off. Come on now. I can't see. It's not good when you can't see. There's 2 of these things. It's all right. Taxi, on. The turn-offs is when I need to shut off. Okay, we're going to go down to Delta, and then we'll hold short on the runway on Delta. All right. Come over after landing, please. I can't hear anything out of that window, but you can out of that one, so. We will shut down number 2 once it cools. Boxes don't care how hot it is.
Atlanta Tower, Delta 1355 Heavy, we're ready for taxi here.
Delta 1355
Bravo
Heavy,
6.
Atlanta Tower information. Zulu is current, runway 27 right, taxi via Lima Alpha.
North 27 Alert, Lima Lima Alpha, and we have you on board, Delta 1365 Heavy.
We got Charlie coming up. I'm going to shut down number 2. I just don't want to do that yet, just until cruising over here, man. All right, this is Charlie coming up. We don't want Charlie. All right, pump those brakes. All right, we want Delta, which is the next right, which is this one. This is Delta.
Atlanta Tower, Southwest 1149 at AJ, 7.5 mile final, runway 26 right.
Southwest 1149, Atlanta Tower, runway 26 right.
We're going to hold short right here.
Clear to land, Southwest 1149.
Riptide 5903, cross runway 26 left at Delta, hold short, runway 27 right at Delta.
Okay, cross 26 left at Delta, we'll hold short 27 right at Delta, Riptide 5903. Okay guys, let's go. Let's see how both engines work. I'm just doing 1 and 3, just to see if I can shut down number 2. We'll shut these inboard lights off once we're past these runways. So we'll take Delta straight down. And then we're good to go until the next crossing, which is going to be 27 right. Right? We're on Delta, 27 right, he said, yes. Shut down number 2, we don't need that. Come on. I shouldn't be doing this on the roll, but I am.
Atlanta Tower, good evening, Delta 1150, we have Zulu looking taxi.
Delta 1150, Atlanta Tower, thank you for Zulu, runway 27 right, taxi via Lima, Juliet, Mike, Lima, Charlie.
27 right via Lima, Juliet, Mike, Mike,
cool,
Charlie,
huh?
and what's the last part, Furlong?
Pretty cool.
It's going to be Lima, Juliet, Mike, Lima, Charlie.
Lima, Juliet, Mike, Lima, Charlie, Furlong, sorry about that.
They're doing all construction over here on
Tower,
Delta.
16 heavy, final for 27 left.
I got to get a picture of this.
Delta 16 heavy, Atlanta Tower, runway 27 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 27 left, Delta 167.
There's a picture. Quick one, but it's a picture. Oh shoot, what did I do? I hit a button.
Atlanta Tower, keeping from 03976 with Zulu is ready.
Jeez. Rocky Jet, what's up, buddy? Thank you for the thank you for the support, my friend.
Tower, runway
appreciate it. Just
right.
saw it.
Taxi via Lima, Juliet, Mike, Lima, Charlie.
Taxi the 27 right, Lima, Juliet, Mike.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. I appreciate all the support, and you guys supporters. It's you get a lot of videos that are out and released before probably 3 weeks before anybody can see it, which is cool.
Southwest 1149, welcome to Atlanta. Cross runway 26 left at Bravo 2, join Echo to the ramp.
Cross 26 left at Bravo 2. Echo
Got my
to the
pen
right,
ready.
Southwest 1149.
We're going to hold short 27 right.
Atlanta Tower, good evening. Speed bus on my heavy 26, visual 26 right.
Seabird 7, Mike, Lima, Atlanta Tower, runway 26 right, clear to land.
By the way, if you guys are wondering why I'm flying a 7.2,
1355 heavy, RNAV.
It's a good question.
Runway 27 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV football, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff.
We got somebody on the roll right there. We will hold short on 27 right on Delta.
Southwest 371, Atlanta Tower, runway 27 right, taxi via Lima, Juliet, Mike.
Okay,
Lima,
test our
Charlie.
brakes. We will hold right there.
Frontier Flight 3976, give way to the southwest, exiting ramp 3.
We're on Delta. There's Kilo. 27 right coming up.
Give way to the southwest.
We're going to put the brakes on. Got an aircraft departing right now. Look at this thing. Dang. That looks like an A350, doesn't it? Where's that? There, look at this bird. That's
Central
awesome.
aircraft departure 8th November is now current altimeter 3011.
Sweet. Look at that thing. That's so cool. Gosh.
Riptide 5903, cross runway 27 right at Delta. November 10, cross runway 27 left at November 10, Romeo to South Cargo.
Okay, we'll cross 27 right on Delta, then we'll go November 10, we'll cross 27 left on November 10, and then we've got Romeo to South Cargo.
Delta 1355 Heavy, contact departure, have a good flight.
Or departure Delta 1355 Heavy.
All right, so we're going to cross on Delta, and then we got November. All right, got it, November 10. So we're going to go basically, all right, lights coming on.
Delta 16 Heavy, welcome to Atlanta, cross runway 27 right at Tango, join Lima to the ramp.
So Delta, November 10, Romeo
27
11.
right
Got
at
it.
Tango, join Lima to the ramp. 690.
Crossing on Delta, which is this one. Then we're going to cross over, and then we're going to go November to November 10. It's going to be a right. We're cleared on the right, cleared on the left. Looking good. All right, lights coming off. And then we're going to go Delta. We're going to go November.
Speedbird 7 Mike,
To November
welcome
10.
to Atlanta. What ramp are you going to this evening?
It's going to be a wait, hold on.
Speedbird 7 Mike, Lima Roger, cross runway 26 left at hotel, taxi to the ramp via Foxtrot.
Yeah, that's this way. I thought it was right. It's to
Hotel
the right.
Foxtrot to the international line. Keep the mic in my head.
Then we're going to go November 10, and we'll cross on November 10.
Delta 1150, RNAV to Slaw, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Slaw, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 1150.
So like I was saying, the reason why I'm flying a cargo run, it's brand new, number one. Number two, I need to make money, and quick. I got to pay some financing for, we just ordered 8 737-600s. So I got to finance those jets, and we got to pay the bill. This one trip here will really do the trick.
Southwest 371, runway 27
You say
right,
Romeo
line
11? Son of a gun. Yeah, he said we're going to cross here. Lights coming on. We'll take this on Romeo 11. This is Romeo. This is November 10. This is Romeo 11. It's clear on that side. We are done. Now we've made it to the south side. Woo. Guys, do me a favor. Take your finger and hit that like button for me, will you? It helps us out, helps the channel out, grow a little bit. I appreciate all your support. So anybody who's watching this, just right there, hit that like button for me. That'd be pretty sweet. Appreciate it. Look at this, huh? We successfully made a 727 flight. Oh, man. Betcha we're burning that APU.
Southwest 371, RNAV to
I'm not
football,
too
runway
worried about
27 right,
not
clear for
too
takeoff.
worried about the gas prices with this airplane. Only because we make so much money. We make pretty good money on it. I'll have to fly a few more of these trips
Delta
to pay
1150,
for the whole
contact
thing.
departure. Have a good flight.
Over departure, we'll see you at Delta 150.
All right. Coming to, we'll throw off the taxi. Rocky Jet, how are you? Taxi's coming off. Now we got to figure out which ramp we want. I think it's going to be on this side. You guys got a good little, a nice little tour of Atlanta. Delta's on the south side, I know it. We'll go in one of these bays. Let's see if we can get GSX to bay. Let's go bay 2. Let me get GSX pulled up really quick. We'll see if we can't get it to go to bay 2 for us.
Southwest 371, contact departure. Have a good flight.
I don't even know if it will. It's going to be cargo 7. No, I don't know. That's north parking. I don't want that. No, we don't want that. We don't want that. See if we can do it again. We don't want north parking. Parking 9, ramp 2, south parking 7. Show me this spot. Yeah, that's the one we want. Yes, that's what we're looking for. Good. But sometimes it doesn't do that. Where you're like,
Attention all traffic, Atlanta Tower is now closed. For further ATC, contact Atlanta departure 133.47.
yeah. Have I tried the CSS? Yes, I have. Do you guys like it? It doesn't work on my system. For some dumb reason, I cannot get the thing to work. I haven't tried it in a while, though, so let's go park this bad boy. Local time is 3:05 in the morning. Wow, 3 o'clock in the morning. Whew. That would suck. Ah, you little stink. Dude, figure it out. Ah, listen to that. All that fuel. I really shouldn't be complaining. It's a 727. You're not going to save any gas on it. Come on, little. Jeez. Should I blind him? Just throw the taxi light on. Whoa. All right, I'm done with you, dude. Is the APU running? FE, what do you got? Yes, it is. Let's shut the engines off. Bang. That was a load of fun. That was fun. I'm sorry. It's fun to fly this airplane, man. This airplane's awesome. Okay, we were in at 305. Wow. All right, 305. Let's call GSX. And we are going to get this airplane deplaned, deboarded. We'll go like that. And secure the cockpit. No, we don't need to secure anything. I'm just going to shut off my lights. Beacons off. Wing lights are off. Logo lights are on. Keep those on. Navigation's on. Strobes are off. All of these are off. That's good to go. Well, folks, we made it. Holy smokes, we made it. I'm going to throw one fuel pump on the aft side because that EPU is running. Yeah, we're opening the door. Let's go outside. We'll check it all out. There she is, you guys. Why are my lights on? Let's shut those off up here. I think they're turn-offs. Nope. What lights are on? Why are those on? So weird. Do you want to deboard crew? No. But what I want to do is get a GPU on the airplane because I don't want to burn this APU any more than we have to. Well, crap. Good old Atlanta, guys. We made it. Next stop, Miami. I got to write the fuel down, all that good stuff. Let's see how much we made. So I'm going to go ahead and click end the flight. We burned 15,200 pounds of fuel on this run. Woo! 15,000, what do we have? 15,221. And I'm going to file it. Waiting. All right, you heard it. Doo-doo. You guys want to see how much money we made or we lost? Or what? While they're getting the cargo out, let's go ahead and check that really quick. I'll show you on the back end. It needs some work, but it will come around. Yeah, it should. It just doesn't. It never worked on my system. So unfortunately, I've had nothing but struggles with it from the get-go. Let's go ahead and do this here. I'll show you guys. You guys want to see it? Peyruis. All right, let's take a look. Financials. All right, so we just did that. O'Hare, we arrived. So I'm going to see what we've got. All right, so we had 38,000 pounds. Click the finance. This was net, was $318,000. That is big money. The price was $8.32. The fuel cost us $23,000. Block time cost the aircraft. That's how much it cost to run maintenance-wise, $4,700. I got paid $524. It cost us $380 to park the airplane. They're charging us $300 for the arrival as a basically $600 for the loading and unloading of the airplane. And then, of course, Atlanta nails us with about a $200 landing fee. So total net profit there, $287,000. We will take that and run. That's good money. And that's why I fly this. Just to give you an idea, a passenger flight would probably maybe if we're lucky, we get about 40 to 50 grand per flight, depending on the, when we go to Hawaii, we don't see that kind of margin. We see much less than that, maybe $5,000. So that's big money for us. That's why I like flying the cargo routes. When we get the 7.5s, they're going to do just as good, if not better. So I'll be doing a lot of 7.5 cargos for sure to pay the bills. Good stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. It's fun flying the airplane. It's a lot of work, but crap, it's fun. I will do just going to take a picture here. I'm going to do a stream on Monday for everyone. We'll do that. And then I'm going to take this airplane out of here, and we're going to go down to Miami. I'll probably film that for you so you guys can see it. Whoever's interested in it can watch. I'll probably put it on for you guys. You know, our members will see it weeks. Probably be sitting there for about a month before I release it. But that's what we'll end up doing. We're going to go to Miami with the aircraft. And I'm going to set up the GPU. We'll get the GPU, and we're turning around out of here. Like I said, we'll probably be making it. I think we leave out here at 4 a.m. We'll get there at 5 or 6. So 6 a.m. is the arrival time into Miami. Backside. The backside of the clock, man. This is what cargo does. You're running that night shift. Get everything lit up so we can see what we're doing. Did you guys enjoy it? Hope you did. Let's go back to the aircraft, and I'm going to go to get on the GPU. We're going to set the chocks. Ground power's coming connected. Let's just see what we got here. So we'll wait. You don't want to ever connect it till you see this AC connected. Now we're going to throw it on the line. You're going to come over here. External power's on. Back over here. Take a look at your frequencies, your AC volts. Good. Now we can shut off the APU. We'll come over here on this APU panel, and we're going to go off. That's it. And that's, we'll sit here for an hour and head out. Not tonight, but we'll get it for you here. Thanks for watching, folks. Remember, hit the like button. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, keep the blue side up and the brown side down. We'll see you probably Monday. I don't know when, though. So it might be Monday afternoon by the time I get to it. Or Monday morning. We'll see. And that's going to be a general aviation flight in the Albatross headed over to Dominica, I think we're going to. We got to fuel up, and then we're going to Dominica. Look how cool this is in there. That's awesome. They did a good job on the back end. Here, I'll show you. Let's get in the flight deck, and I'm going to zip through. Oh. Open this bulkhead, and you can see that's really cool in there. All the lights. All right, we're done, folks. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate the help, guys. And by the way, have a great Father's Day. I mean, that's coming up, right? That's this week. Have a great Father's Day. Happy Father's Day for everybody. We'll see you guys next. We'll see you Monday, maybe. All right? Ciao for now.
Board the plane, it's on time. Sun is shining, it's bright. Breeze, the sky is cool and calm. Take a trip, it's not long. Oh, the vibe's so mellow. Airwaves sing like